I had one of the worst breakups on social media, probably.
Yeah.
That it was ugly. It got bad. I always will appreciate that time of my life and the memories that we made.
Time to end the
now to Catherine's post on Instagram. Let's talk about it. If you look way back in the back behind us, there is a basketball court back there. You have to shoot a three-pointer. If you miss it, you have to speak on it.
Again, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
What are you doing?
Bring it in. Bring it in. Ladies and gentlemen, bring it in with us. Welcome to the Outside Voices podcast. For those who don't know, my name's Mcbroom.
My name is Landon Mcbroom.
And for those who don't know, this is my little brother.
Bro, do not introduce me like that.
Why?
Because that sounds ass.
You are my little brother. You'll always be my little brother.
I'm 28 years old.
It doesn't matter how old you are.
I'm 28 years old. You're 36. So we're both grown.
I am not 36.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
You've been 30 for 4 years. So you're at least 34.
We're not going to get into this. So, I just want to start out by saying...
Let me start it off by saying, first off, can we talk about the ambiance?
It is nice, huh?
And I would like to say something about the ambiance, about this view. We're not at an Airbnb. I will say that.
Yeah, definitely not Airbnb.
Would you like to say where we're at, where our shooting location is?
My home. It's been my home for the past year, ever since my separation. This is where I've been.
The separation.
It's been nice.
And are we going to get into the separation today?
We will
tonight?
definitely get into my divorce tonight. Yeah. So
off the rip or last?
So first, let's get into the topics today. Okay?
Okay.
Before we get into topics, I just want to say, guys, please don't judge us too hard. This is our first time doing this, so please bear with us. And I do want to say that I apologize in advance
for the wait.
No, not for the wait. For my brother Landon, because he's a lot crazier than I am. You guys know I don't give a fuck, but he really doesn't give a fuck. So he may say some things that I know I'm going to have to apologize. So I'm apologizing now in advance.
No. I don't know why you'd even put me out there like that. Don't clip that. I am not.
You are what?
I am a father of 2 now.
Congratulations, by the way.
You know.
Big time. Congratulations to you and Sophia.
Soon to be husband. You know what I'm saying? I'm a homeowner. I'm all these things that are grown, that show grown, so I have to speak grownly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I could, if I get in the moment, I slip up here and there, but we're gonna keep it good.
Okay.
Keep it PG.
Okay. I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
I think that we should start off with a certain topic, and you can change it if you like. I think that we should start off by the question that a lot of people have, which is like, what's been happening? What do you do? What's been going on?
Before we get into that, do we have any sponsors for today's podcast?
I mean, shit.
Let's give those a round of applause. Say it again.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
My fault. That's so disrespectful.
That is our only that is our only sponsor for today's episode.
Is Snapchat.
Shout
out to Snapchat. Shout out to Monica.
Yes. We love you guys.
Monica is someone who works at Snapchat. She's high up in the ranks, and she is someone who really came through for me and connected 2 puzzle pieces, and now I'm sitting at a different place in life because of Monica from Snapchat.
So huge shout out to Snapchat. They're literally the new YouTube for me. I used to be a YouTuber.
For us.
Now I'm a Snapchatter.
Snapchatter.
And we're going to get into that because Snapchat is they're paying the bills, as you can see. They're paying the bills.
Well, why don't we just start off by talking about that? I think it's only right.
Okay.
We're here.
So let's touch on the topics first. They know what we're going to talk about today.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So topic 1 is Snapchat.
Well, really, it's what we've been doing, which Snapchat.
100%.
Okay, so Snapchat.
Okay. Obviously, my divorce. Okay.
Yep.
Co-parenting, and obviously, Catherine's new boyfriend.
We're really talking about that?
We're going to talk about it.
Oh, fuck. We really gonna
Everybody
talk about
ran to the podcast to hear me talk about it. The internet is messy, and you guys want me to be messy. So we're going to talk about it.
I'm here for all of the tea.
You are?
I'm here for all of it.
Okay,
I'm like those people who follow the like, you know, those pages that expose.
The tea pages?
Yeah,
You're one of those?
I'm one of those. I just love it. I just watch them.
You're
I'm trolling.
weird.
I don't do that. But, okay. So, talking about Snapchat.
This blanket is getting... Yeah. Huh? The blanket got the little fur on it.
Okay. So, talking about Snapchat.
Yeah. Well, what we've been doing.
What we've been doing.
Yeah.
So what have we been doing?
Oh, man. I feel like that's a interesting question because obviously it goes into my divorce and...
So since we're going to talk about the breakup by itself in its own chapter.
Yeah.
Let's start from boom. You're breaking up. First video on Snapchat.
So
from there.
My announcement, me and Catherine's mutual announcement on Instagram.
Boom.
Okay. We put out a mutual statement together that we obviously talked about, and her and I had countless conversations of how we were going to do it. You know, first we were going to come out with a YouTube video. We didn't like that. Mm-hmm. We had something else in mind, and we felt it was just best for us to, you know, put out our own statements on Instagram. Mm-hmm. And that was that. So we did that.
Okay.
And, you know, life is crazy because I obviously knew what was going to come with the separation, right? I knew it wasn't going to be all positive vibes.
Well, that's duh.
Right? Unfortunately. But it comes with the territory. And when we announced it, I was getting a lot of heat, which we knew that was going to happen. Right.
We planned.
You know, so once I was getting all this heat, I knew that there's gonna be a lot of tension around the breakup. Mm-hmm. And at the time, I was being inconsistent on social media. I actually took like a mental break for a while, and I was, you know, I just wasn't focused, had a lot going on mentally. Obviously, my kids are my number one priority always, and I was just focusing a lot with my kids, and I wasn't posting much. But once the breakup happened, I had to figure it out because I needed to transition.
And you need to pay bills.
And I needed to pay the bills, right? Because I knew I was going to end up being on my own, right?
For the first time.
For the first time.
Right.
So breakup happens. You and Catherine were always consistent on Snapchat, right? Snapchat they started monetizing about 2 years ago, and you and Catherine were being really consistent with it, but I was on and off. And even though I knew how much Snapchat was paying, I just was never consistent until the breakup happened. Because once the breakup happened, there was a lot of tension, and I needed to figure out what I was going to do. And so, honestly, my whole goal was just showing you guys my transition from my relationship to me being a single dad. That was my mindset, was just like, how can I show them the transition? So one day, I was in the bathroom, and I was actually really sick. Like, I had the flu, right? It just happened to be weird timing because my separation was around that time. And I was wearing, I remember this video like it was yesterday, because I was wearing her bonnet, Catherine's bonnet, on my head. And that bonnet was just me showing my personality, right? I've always showed off me being funny and me always making jokes.
Okay.
So had the flu, wore the bonnet, and I was snapping the process of me just day to day. So I was snapping, and I was basically just saying, like, guys, I'm super sick, and I think I have to go to the hospital to get treated because I think I have the flu.
I remember this now.
Right?
Yes.
I lay in the shower on the floor because I was really sick, but I wanted to snap it and show them what I was going through.
Okay.
So I posted that, and people ran with it because they were saying that I was really down bad.
Yeah, because you physically looked off.
I did. I
looked down bad.
It looked really bad.
So it just made it that much more funny to the people, especially to someone who already doesn't fuck with you anyways.
Exactly.
They're going to be like, oh, he's off.
Super off. And that's what they wanted. They wanted to see me
off,
bad. They wanted to see me fail.
Crash and burn.
They wanted to see me.
They were there for the
keywords. They wanted to see me crash out.
Yeah.
Right? That's what they were hoping for, and that's what they wanted.
Yeah.
So when that video got posted, it went viral in that way of them thinking I was crashing out, and a light bulb went off in my head because I realized that no one can make me more down bad than myself. So I fed into it.
Okay.
I had the internet in a chokehold, right? I knew at that moment that anything that I was going to do, post, they were going to be watching and they were going to believe.
Right.
So next day, I went and got an RV, a motorhome, and I parked it across the street from our house, from Catherine, right? And that went crazier than the bonnet video.
Yeah.
Right? Because people have never, I don't think anybody has ever
seen something like that
Yeah, I don't think anybody has ever seen anybody after a breakup move across the street
in an RV
from their lady in an RV.
Right. It just sounds crazy.
Right? And basically, long story short, from that video, I kept going on with this character that I was playing. I was playing this down bad character. And it was crazy because I felt like a lot of people were relating to me because, especially a lot of women were relating to me because after a breakup, you know, no one wants to talk about it or act that way on social media, but that's how people are feeling.
Like crashing out type shit.
Yeah, people want to crash out. So I fed into it, figured out my character, figured out what I was going to post each and every day. And as I was like going through this character, I was living here in this home. So I would pull my RV into my property, into my driveway, and I would get out into the home that I'm living in now.
Yeah, and people
really thought
you were in the RV.
They really thought I was living in the RV, but little did they know that was just my office space that I was capitalizing on.
Right.
And that just goes to show you that people believe any and everything on the internet.
Right.
Right? They don't even really need proof. If it just sounds good and it sounds what they want to hear, they'll believe it.
It also goes down to that a fan truly, or just anyone who consumes the content, really just cares about being entertained, right? Whether it's good, bad, negative, positive, drama, they just want to be entertained. If they came and watched whatever they're watching for
100%.
whatever duration and they felt entertained, they'll come back.
Right. And the craziest thing about, you know, my transition is that I was still experiencing my feelings through it all. Like, I was putting out this content, but I was still going through my emotions during the process. So, like, it was almost my way of coping with the breakup. That makes sense? Because I was so busy and I was pushing content out every day for like 6 months straight that it was allowing me to somewhat heal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was so busy.
And doing something that you actually love to do.
Exactly. And doing something that I actually love to do, being myself. I've always felt like I was, you know, making people laugh on the internet ever since the Vine days. So I was really enjoying myself. I was having fun with it. I had the internet in a chokehold. They were believing everything that I was posting. And even Catherine, little do people know, but Catherine was there during that process. Like, when I got the RV and was living across the street from her, I would get out of the RV when I was done posting, and then I would go back inside the house because I didn't move into my house right away. That was obviously a process, right?
I mean, of course.
But she knew what I was doing, and, you know, even though she, a lot of times what I would do on the internet would be crazy, she would think I was crazy, but she also thought it was funny. Right. And she knew that, she knows I'm a marketing genius. She knows. She knows.
So if you're here watching now, 95% chance you have seen the character that he's talking about. So from that character, I would like to just go straight into, should we do numbers? Should we talk numbers?
On Snapchat?
People love talking numbers. They love that shit.
Well, one thing I will say is that Snapchat, I feel like, pays better than YouTube.
Everyone knows that.
You think so?
I feel
like it's still new.
I think Snapchat has hit the wave, and everybody is just, I always look on TikTok and see some type of person talking about how much money they're making on Snapchat and kind of just releasing this information. I remember when I first seen someone say something about how much money they were making and it went viral on Snapchat, I was hot. Because I was like, no, like, let's
leaked the info?
Let's gatekeep for as long as possible.
I know. I feel like now, so many people are on the platform now.
Oh, yeah. Well, clearly because people know now.
Yeah, because 2 years ago, before they started monetizing people, Snapchat died. Then they started to realize that they got to pay creators in order to keep them on the platform. And so now everybody came back to Snapchat.
Right. So, can we talk numbers of Snapchat?
I mean, views or
let's talk
monetization?
I'll walk them through that. But let me just say first, can I just talk about our contract?
Sure.
Yes or no? You want to get to it, or you want to keep it a secret? You want to keep being a secret, or you said let's do a podcast so we could talk some real shit. Are we talking? Real shit
you already said people.
Are we talking real shit
numbers on Snapchat?
Are we talking real shit or not?
Let's talk real shit.
Okay, then.
Go ahead.
So it's all real shit.
Go ahead.
So,
go ahead.
The people that you see posting on Snapchat. So if you're somebody who watches people on Snapchat or watch me or Austin on Snapchat, obviously you probably follow a bunch of people on Snapchat. We have a similar contract to those people that you watch, like where we're just hypothetically, and everything I say right now is also hypothetical.
Okay.
No pocket watching, because I don't want nobody to actually know nothing about nothing. This is hypotheticals.
Okay.
So hypothetically, we make money the same way they make money on Snapchat by posting every day, right? But also, Austin and I exclusively got deals together and separate to publish or post on Snapchat exclusively. Our big majority of our content has to be on Snapchat exclusively, and we both got... Should I say it?
I mean, you said you want to talk real shit.
I say what's our real shit? What's our real shit? We both got 7-figure deals for the year. Multi-7-figure deals. If you know about 7 figures, you can count it up. It's over in them.
Congratulations.
Multiple those. Congratulations to you, bro.
Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to you.
Doing really, really well.
Thank you.
And this man right here, for those who don't know, he has probably been the most consistent person on Snapchat for the past 2 years. He hasn't missed a day, which is insane.
No. Because,
insane.
But you know where I came from. Where I was when I got the contract, when I talk about Monica saving my life from Snapchat.
He was living with me. Were you?
No.
No.
You were,
What was that? That was before?
After. That was after. I was living with you, then I moved out on my own.
Okay.
I was solid for a little bit. Then it started to go run dry. Okay. So a year in after moving out,
yeah,
I was about to move back in.
Okay.
But then Snapchat came around and it just unlocked something just crazy.
Yeah.
And it like just became like something I can't even control. So to be where I'm at now to where I was just crazy. Even to say out loud like multi-7-figure deal for a year, I didn't even think that type of shit was obtainable where I was at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I said,
you deserve that shit though, bro. Like I've never seen anybody be as consistent as you, like on any platform. So that shit is crazy. Like
if I see
you guys don't
signs,
understand,
though,
like when I reach out to my little brother, I'm calling him trying to, go eat or do something. He's like, nah, I'm busy. I got to snap. I'll snap and I'll hit you when I'm done. It's like, damn, just take a break, bro. You can't take a break.
I don't like taking breaks because when something's working, I don't want to test the waters and see what's going to make it.
But no matter what though, your bread is going to be consistent, even if you miss one day.
That's what people be thinking. Then they be off because they be like, bro, I'm straight. I just made 300 this month, 400. I'm on. Year later, off because they was partying.
Because they missed a day.
I'm just saying, I know what it takes. I know what I make a day. I know what I make a month.
Okay.
Because I'm post every single day.
I get it.
Like for instance, I missed Dubai trips. He's
missed all type of
shit that he's invited me on or whatever. And I was like, nah. Because, okay, for instance, Dubai trip. I missed that because you're automatically going to miss 2 days on Snap. You can't snap on the plane.
Yeah, because of travel.
You can't. So you miss 1 day of snapping there, 1 day of snapping back. That's 2 days. And I ain't missed a day. So I'm like, I can't, because how sick would you be if I went to Dubai? I don't care if I had a fucking blast. If I came back and my numbers were not the same, I'd be so sick to my stomach. I'd be like, fuck that Dubai trip.
Okay. And now it's paying off because he's buying cars, houses, all type of shit. How many cars you got right now?
5.
He has, I want to say he has over $1 million in cars, for sure.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, like that's regular. That's not regular shit, bro.
Bro, people have crazy
money but from Snapchat, but
it's also because it sounds crazy, but it's work. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I like cars, so it's not like that crazy. It's like people, no matter what your budget is, you're spending a lot of it. Money you shouldn't be spending just because you fuck with it.
No, I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it. Yeah,
so
and I'm not taking that away from you. Obviously, it's work, and I think it's harder than most people think.
Oh, for sure.
Especially being as consistent as you. So I tip my hat off to you because you've been killing it.
I appreciate it, man. I feel like we came a long way.
Yeah.
I felt like I said, like, by far this year and last year, but it's just been constantly going up and elevating. And what?
Hold up. Before you continue, since you want to talk numbers, how much have you made in one day? I'm not going to say a month, just in one day.
So we're okay. You gotta do that one thing. What's that game they play? Higher, lower. Higher, lower. Yeah, I don't know shit. So higher, lower. So you guess a number.
Okay, so I'll guess a number and you say higher, lower.
Yeah, that's how you go. That's how you do it.
Okay. In one day.
In one day.
20,000. Higher?
Higher.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure the game stops right there.
No, because no, it doesn't stop there.
You gotta get closer to the number?
Yeah, at least get closer to the number. You don't have to say exact number, but just get closer.
Okay, so higher than 20. Hypotheticals.
Is it higher than 40?
Hypotheticals. I don't want nobody hitting me talking about they need some money for something because you know what I'm saying? I don't want that. So this is
higher than 40?
Higher than 40.
Higher than 60?
Not higher than 60.
Okay, so I know where you're about at.
You know where I'm about at. So now let's talk about chores.
No, we're not doing that.
And before we get into yours, I kind of want to give them a rough look at the numbers and kind of so when they see yours, they can at least guess in their own mind what the number was that you got paid. Okay?
Why are you doing that?
I just leaked mine.
Okay.
The fuck? You gotta leak yours.
Go ahead.
So, hypothetically, if I average 60 to 80 million views a day, okay? And it's not like, it sounds a lot. It sounds like a lot of views, 60 to 80 million, but it is, but it's not because it's accumulated.
Real quick, yeah. So the way Snapchat works is if you post 80 frames and you get 1 million on each frame, that's 80 million views because they add everything up together.
Is that actually how it works?
Actually, how it works.
Who told you that shit?
Come on, man.
Okay. You're plugged in like that? we are plugged in.
Am I plugged in?
So, okay.
And then I will say that my brother has been in the top 10 for the past 2 years, obviously.
I've been top 10. My community, not me. My community has been top 10.
Your community has been the top 10.
My community is riders, bro. My community is golden, and they're just there for it all. And I got a lot of haters in there, too, but they love it, too, and I love them.
And you need those. You need the haters.
Oh, my God. If I didn't have haters, I woke up and have haters, I'd be sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
So, back to what I was saying. If I hypothetically average 60 to 80 million views in a day, okay, if you got 60 to 80 million views, you would average around, again, watch time is a big crucial factor of how much you make that day, but 17,000 to 25,000, okay, for 60 to 80 million views.
Okay.
So I'm just letting you know, 60 to 80 million views, if you average that, you're averaging around $17,000 to $25,000 a day.
Okay, just say 20,000. Okay.
20,000.
20,000 a day if you're getting 60 to 80 million views.
So hypothetically, my average is around there. Has hypothetically even the word to be using?
Yeah.
Or allegedly?
That works.
Same shit, right? You know what the fuck I mean when I say hypothetically.
Yeah.
So
wait, so how many frames are you doing a day? Because that's big too.
I'm doing 150 to 200 frames a day.
Damn.
And I only went up in frames because of him. Because I was doing good. I was doing 80 frames a day, and I thought I was on.
Guys, I was doing like 200, 300 frames a day.
He had frames. You had days that were almost close to 400 frames in a day.
I did.
So it made me be like, damn, I'm not working hard enough, even though I am. I wasn't though, because I pushed myself, and now I average 150 to 200 frames every single day. I've been doing that for the last 5 months or so. So I'm very, very proud of myself for that. So again, $20,000 for 60 to 80 million views, hypothetically.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm top 10. I've been top 10. I've been out of the top 10, but I've been top 10 for majority. When this kid, poof, his character came into existence on Snapchat. This is going to sound crazy. It's going to sound like we're literally just trying to clip some shit.
Yeah.
But it sounds crazy. On a day-to-day,
should you even say it?
Yeah, because we're not gonna.
I think people do know.
They don't know though. They don't.
But
they don't know how crazy it really was. And once they know this, they'll know.
But my character was clipped every day, throughout the day. That's all you saw.
No, it was
on TikTok.
TikTok, it was viral. It was viral. This guy, once he came into Snapchat, he took over the game so crazy. And he took it over like that, literally in one day of posting, right? He was averaging every day when he was posting like 250 million views, close to 3. Maybe you got over 3 before? Got over 300 million?
Yeah.
See, it sounds like we're fucking lying.
Yeah, it does.
In a day.
Yeah.
So, mind you, I've been in the top 10 for majority for a long time. Catherine's been in the top 10 before. David Dobrik, Corinna, DDG's been top 10. When Austin came into the picture, it was like the list is right here, and it was all like close. When Austin came before this, he was like number fucking 862. He was 862
because I was super inconsistent. Like I would snap one day, 3 days go by, snap again. Like I hardly ever snap.
So again, I'm averaging number 8 spot, number 9 spot, number 10 spot here and there. Austin's down 800 something. In one day, the list was here from 2 to 10 was here. Austin was literally, you couldn't even see in the camera view right now. Like he was so far up above everybody in the number 1 spot that it was like, I can't even believe that you didn't get some type of award for that. Because
I actually went into
shit.
Snapchat headquarters
And demanded something?
and I was like, hey, we got to figure some shit out because this is kind of crazy. Like just getting out of hand.
Didn't you think it was like literally
No, I thought
fake?
it was, I thought it was a glitch. Like I knew it was crazy.
Imagine, look at your photo. You see 278 million views in one day.
I was at DG's house when we were filming content together when I moved into his house.
Yeah.
And I was asking him, like, hey, bro, like, how are you doing on Snap? Because I don't get to really talk to nobody about it besides you. And he was like, oh, I'm doing well. I was like, do you mind? Can I, like, see, like, what's your views look like? And at the time, he was like top 3 because, you know, he just had the baby.
Oh, yeah. He was super up.
Shout out to DDG. Congratulations to you, bro.
Yeah, he's been killing it for a long time.
So he showed me, and he was getting like 50 to 75 million views.
Okay.
Right? Consistently.
Yeah, it's bread.
And I was like,
I just told y'all what that makes.
and I was like, damn, he's killing it.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at my shit and showed him. I said, bro, is this normal? And he almost didn't believe it. He was like, what? And I was like, damn, I must be doing something crazy. I had no idea because I was so locked in on just my character and pushing out content for you guys because I was making you guys laugh every day and I was making myself laugh every day.
We're going to do the math real quick. I'm sorry. I've been on my calculator doing the math of what roughly a day, like a big day for you is. So if you average 200 and let's just say 250, low ball from the 300.
Okay.
250.
You gonna really put my shit out there like that? You gonna leak my shit?
Oh my God.
Hold on. No, do high or low for me too. Fuck that. Do high or low.
Oh my God.
Bro, do high or low. High or low.
In a day?
High or low. We're
I
not
already
doing that.
saw.
We're not
I just
doing
did the
that.
average in my head. I just told you 60 to 80 million. You're averaging 20,000.
No.
Imagine.
We're not doing that.
You know what I mean? And
High
really
or
like
low?
25, 27,000 you can get from, and then you go into 250, 20.
High or low, bro.
I already know. $100,000. Higher or lower, Austin?
Damn, we really gotta play this game?
Higher or lower?
A little higher.
That's so stupid. 100,000
It
plus
did.
in a day.
It did feel like I was robbing a bank at one point. Like that's how crazy it was.
If you average 100,000 a day, you know how much bread that is?
And it was like during that time, it felt good because everyone was like, yo, he's so down bad. He's broke. He's this, he's that.
So you just felt like you were just laughing at him. Basically.
I guess you could say that. Like, I was living here the whole time. Like, this is my back. This has always been my backyard for the past, ever since I've separated. This has been my backyard.
So people were on the internet laughing, ha ha, he's off, down bad, he deserves it. And you were making $100,000 in a day
From them laughing at me.
from them laughing at you.
Yeah. And for the first time in my life,
A hater's so sick right now.
for the first time in my life, it was the first time that I didn't get to film my personal shit. Because, you know, growing up on YouTube, right, showing my whole life through YouTube, you know, you show the process of kids to, you know, your homes to everything. But for the first time, I'd never showed the cars I had, never showed the home I had, never showed anything. I just got to show them, you know, a made-up character. And it felt good. Like, to be able to have that separation, it felt really good.
Man.
But then I got burnt out. Long story short, I got burnt out, and it took a toll on me mentally because I was basically acting for like 5 to 10 hours a day. And I needed to take a break. And so I'm on this little break right now. A lot of you guys want me to come back with the character. A lot of you guys enjoy me just being myself with my kids and my family. So I'm here now. Here now doing a podcast for the first time, and
We're podcasters now.
we're podcasters now.
We're going in the game.
Yes.
Okay, so we already talked about what we've been doing. So now people can stop. I literally have people who literally think that I scam for a living. Like I'm really a scammer.
Yeah.
Every car is rented. House is rented. My $8,000 chrome belt I have on right now, rented.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or you're borrowing it.
Huh?
Or you're borrowing it.
Or I'm borrowing it from one of my friends,
Yeah.
maybe DDG. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Borrowing somebody's chain. So now you guys know kind of what we've been on, what we've been doing and working on, and now we're here on the podcast.
Yeah. And obviously, we got other things we're working on besides Snapchat, but
stuff that
Snapchat is a full-time thing.
Yeah, for sure. And we're not going to talk about the other things till things are thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when that shit hits, we're going to be having a whole different type of podcast. So now let's move into the juicy of the juicy. And we know what that's talking about? I would say 80% of the people right now watching right now are literally waiting for you to talk about the divorce.
Yeah.
To talk about, and there's a lot of questions within that divorce that, don't worry guys, I want to make sure that he answers them. Because we want to know what that was like.
It's messy. Remember I told you guys,
he saw that.
I got to control my little brother because he's messy.
Hey, he saw that picture just like we did on Instagram.
That's
okay,
crazy.
We all saw it, and he did too.
So before I get into it, I just want to say that it feels good. I'm a little nervous because I've never really get to talk about like my personal life with you guys, like things that go on behind the camera. And I feel like ever since podcasts have came out, everyone has used my name. I feel like even when I had nothing to do with their episode could have been about Donald Trump, but somehow Austin McBroom got thrown into the mix. And I've always just minded my damn business, right? There's been times I wanted to say something, but I always felt it was best just to not say anything at all. And this is the first time I get to talk to you guys about my own life and use my own name. So it feels good. It feels good.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's get right into it.
Okay. How shall I do this?
How about let's just start with the breakup.
Okay.
Let's just start with.
Okay. So
Can I act as the audience and just I already know what they're asking. So
Okay.
let me just ask you and then you answer. Okay?
fair enough.
And stay on topic.
Okay, I'll
Don't
try my best. I'll try my
try to
best.
go away from the question.
I'll
Stay
try.
right here. Stand on business, like you said. So, question number one. Okay?
Yeah.
Question number one. What really caused the breakup? Let's just start there.
Okay, well, before I get into the messy, I just want to give a little toast to Catherine and I, our 10-year relationship, because 10 years is a long time.
10 years is really long.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
And her and I have accomplished so much together. We had 3 beautiful,
Very beautiful
amazing
kids.
children. And I wouldn't change anything for the world, right? All of our ups and downs, all of our trials and tribulations, we really built something special, and I'm glad we're able to continue it still being the best of friends.
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
Well, with that being said, life does happen. People move on. And, people don't know. Who's calling me? People don't know this, but for the past few years, her and I were struggling with our relationship. Just like any couple does, right? Everyone, has struggles and goes through things. No relationship is perfect. But I think ours was a little different because it's in front of everyone, millions of people, right? It's all over the internet. We have businesses. We have 3 kids together. We have so many things that go on in our relationship besides just her and I, you know, which can cause conflict. And believe it or not, but I don't even know if I should be saying this, but we're being honest. The first fight that I had with Gib, when I went through it with that fight, around that time, her and I talked about separating then.
At that exact time?
Around that time.
So you was getting beat up in the ring and beat up in your relationship. That's a double whammy.
Around that time. Very, very tough time for us, but we pushed through. We both decided that we were going to keep trying, work on things, and we ultimately put our happiness last and put our kids first. Mm-hmm. And that's what we were doing, you know, for the last few years of our relationship. And it just got to the point where we felt that we were going to be much happier separated than together. And it took everything out of us, you know, her and I. It's crazy because we've been through a lot together, and it wasn't just a overnight thing. Obviously, been together for 10 years, experienced so much together. It took time to get to that point where we both decided to pull the plug. And you know, and one thing about her and I, we always put our kids first, and it was a never toxic relationship. Nothing in our home was toxic. When we argued, it was really short, and then we got over it. But I will say, you know, it was really feeling like we were more best friends than actual husband and wife.
Okay.
And so that's what it was leading towards. She was going one direction, I was going the other direction, and we just couldn't get on the same track.
So it was basically just the ending was going to happen no matter what, basically, is how it happened.
Ending was going to happen no matter what. And we felt the timing made sense. And we didn't want to drag our unhappiness out for years to come. And we knew that it would affect our kids if we, you know, stayed together. And we felt that we were going to be much happier separated than together.
Which is pretty identical to our parents.
It is.
And I feel like you probably learned a lot from our parents when they finally separated, which we dreaded. We didn't want it to happen.
Yeah.
But once it did happen, it went from one extremely toxic home to two happy homes.
Yeah, 100%.
And which is, everybody knows that one toxic home is definitely way worse than two happy homes.
Yeah, and our parents are the best of friends today.
And they would not have been if they would have tried to keep hanging on for, you know, fighting the good fight for another year. Yeah. I don't think they would have the relationship that they have now.
Exactly. And they show up to every birthday party, every dinner together.
Like you should do for your kids.
100%.
Making our growing up as normal as possible.
Yeah. And so when we decided to put out that mutual statement, I think people were really upset because of how cordial and how respectful we did it. And, you know, her and I would never, it would never get messy to the point where it would affect our kids. We've always put our kids first, even when things were good. We've never, you know, made up things or did things for views. We always kept it, you know, true to ourselves, genuine. And the breakup was genuine. That's all I could really say, is that it was genuine, it was mutual. And here we are now.
Because a lot of people thought it was fake for a minute.
They did. And I felt like they thought it was fake because her and I.
Because it was so cool.
Because we were so cool about it, you know, and we're still so cool. We're still the best of friends. And people wanted us to, you know, argue, hate each other, and for it to get messy. You know what I mean? And it's sad because we have 3 kids. You know what I mean? And
people don't think about that, though, when they're just the average watcher. Most of the time they're young.
Yeah, and they just want to be entertained.
They just want to be entertained. They don't care. You guys are literally killing each other. It's like, this is funny. This is drama.
Yeah.
So before we go straight to Catherine's new situation,
okay,
the in-between time.
Yeah.
You've been
hold up. Time out. We forget about your situation. Let's talk about your breakup. Let's talk about your ex-baby mama. Wait, ex-baby mama? No, your ex.
My
baby mama, right? Yeah.
But you can't. You're not an ex-baby mama because it's.
Let's talk about your other baby mama.
Okay.
Okay. You have 2 baby mamas now.
I never.
by the way.
It sounds like. By the
That
way,
sounds
it's
crazy.
Just,
You got 2 baby
it sounds
mamas?
crazy. It's sounding a little rapperish. It's sounding a little rapperish.
bro.
And I never.
I don't think I can have another baby mama. I'm just being honest.
Okay, but do you want more kids?
I don't.
So then you're
I
solid
don't.
then.
Yeah.
I know. I only had one daughter.
Yeah.
And I knew I wasn't happy with one. Like I wanna have more kids, right?
Yeah.
I want to have more kids. So therefore, it's like there's no other. And going back to my first, Soline's mom is
Yeah.
obviously not an option.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm gonna have more children. I'm gonna move on with my life, and that's
Yeah.
exactly where I'm at now. With brings me to my daughter Saya, who was just born
My-
on Halloween.
My beautiful niece, by the way.
On Halloween, who is thriving and doing and beautiful and doing all the things that she should do and God intended her to do.
Yep.
Amen.
You're catching up to me, by the way.
2 kids.
You're catching
I'm
up
a
to me.
father of 2. It just sounds so crazy.
That is crazy.
I'm getting unk age now. 28 with 2 kids sounds crazy.
Chill out, because
Oh my God. I
I'm
know.
32 with 3 kids, and I feel old.
You're
as hell.
almost shouldn't be on the internet age.
What?
You're getting
That's fucked up.
that's that.
Retirement? I gotta talk about retirement
That's
already.
when the people start looking at you like, what's
That
he
just
doing?
goes to show you, though, that for me being around for as long as I've been around says
No,
something.
it's goated. It's
Right?
goated. It's legendary work. It's legendary work.
I appreciate
There's very
that.
few people who can have their career last as long and be as fruitful for as long. Okay?
True. And doing it as a guy. I feel
and
like
a guy's harder than a girl for sure.
I feel like girls run the internet.
They are in the
Right.
top 10. All the people who make the most money on influencing.
Yeah.
The top 10 are all women.
I feel like it's so much harder to get attention and to be recognized as a guy on social media. Like there,
I mean,
there
you gotta-
has to be some sort of controversy for you to be recognized, right? Like for women, they get to do basically any and everything.
If you're bad, it's over with. If
Yeah.
you're bad, you are one fucking bad decision away from being a millionaire. And that's a fact.
Not just bad, but if you got a body on you, right? Like nowadays, you can go get a boob job or get a BBL and all of a sudden make millions from that.
Oh, no, you're making millions instantly. That's what's crazy.
So if you could go back in time,
Okay.
would you be a woman in this world?
If I had a choice,
Yeah.
no. I would not be a woman because now I'm just a woman. I want to be a man still.
Okay.
I'm not going to choose to be a woman. Now, if I was a woman,
But if
I'm
you-
not saying I don't have the blueprint to getting, paid.
Okay, so you got the blueprint if you're a woman? So right now, for all the ladies watching, you got a blueprint for them.
I have a blueprint.
Okay,
I don't know if I
let's
should
hear-
leak the blueprint.
Let's hear the blueprint. Leak the blueprint.
I'm going to leak the blueprint. The blueprint basically is just if I'm bad,
Okay.
the first thing I'm doing is getting to LA, New York, or Miami ASAP.
Okay.
No clothes on my back.
Okay.
I'm getting there.
Somehow, some way, you're getting
Some way I'm getting there.
there. Okay.
I'm hitting all the most popping spots where all the ballers hang out
Okay.
instantly.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna wait there around, look good every night until I get chosen.
Really?
And I'm gonna get chosen by someone with bread, guaranteed. It's that easy. Especially the ones who got bread, the guys who got bread but are super lame, they're going every time because they don't
So you're just going to make yourself basically a goer to get to the
I
bread.
am a certified, I'm going and doing anything you want me to do. Okay?
Any and everything you're going to do.
Anything,
It.
I'm getting nasty with it.
Wow.
Anything you want. I'm that one where the guys tell the other guys like she's different.
Really?
Okay, so I'm gonna get chosen.
Yep.
Boom, find a rich dude.
Yeah.
Boom, rich dude pays for my surgeries.
Oh, so you're instantly, as soon as you get a bag.
Instantly finessing him. Give me my boobs.
Okay.
Give me my ass.
Yep.
Give me my lips.
Okay.
Boom. Since you got no clout,
Lips too?
everything. And because you got bread.
Okay.
But you don't got no clout.
Yep.
I'm taking what you gave me, and I'm gonna go find someone in the streets who really got the bread and who's famous. Okay.
Damn.
You need the fame. You know why you need the fame?
Why you need the fame?
Boom. Scandal with some celebrity.
Oh.
You saw so-and-so just slept with Landina? Who's Landina? Look her up, Oh, she's actually bad. Boom, boom. OnlyFans link on my Instagram. Millionaire. Instantly.
So you're going straight for the controversy?
I'm going straight to getting exposed for cheating with somebody's man. If they're going to get out there, it's going to be viral. Straight to my OnlyFans link. It's going crazy. Instant millionaire.
Your discretion
All
advised.
that can be done too in
Listen,
60 days. That's
I
crazy.
told you guys, my brother's different. He's
It's not different. Everyone knows that. It's not even crazy what I said. Everybody knows that.
That's just bad advice.
It's not.
'Cause
If you are down bad and need to make bread, you can do it.
No, women that are watching are going to probably do that.
There's women already doing it right now without
these
this
women
podcast.
have parents and dads.
That's the sick part about it. But guess what? The girls always say, I'd rather cry, what? In the Rolls Royce. So they're going to, sometimes you got to sell your soul a little bit.
The crazy thing is, like, I can't even, like, be mad. Like, you're telling the truth. Like, you're being honest. Like, that's.
No, I'm being very honest.
Because that's happening right now as we speak.
No, it's happening right now. I've seen it happen with my own eyes.
And it's getting like
I've seen
scary.
I've seen
scary.
women climb the ranks, get to the people they need to get to because they're bad, right?
Yeah.
Because they're bad, they got to so-and-so. They got
Yeah.
to so-and-so. They got to play with so-and-so. And they just, promiscuously got their way to the top.
For all my fellas out there, just be cautious out there, man. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy.
Okay, so now we're back to what you said about my breakup.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
So got a little sidetracked.
So back to the breakup. Yeah, I mean, I had one of the worst breakups on social media, probably.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. It was ugly. It got bad. Just was not ugly things. She was saying things. I was saying things. It was just taken to a place I never should have ever went to.
Yeah.
And I would never, I don't care what is said from her side or anything that's said from literally from here on out. I haven't said anything in a long time. I will continue to never say anything ever again in any type of negative fashion about my daughter's mom.
That takes growth, brother. It takes growth.
And it's just
maturity.
Because at the end of the day, like, I'm at a place in life where I'm so happy and I'm doing so well, and that is my daughter's mom. You know what I mean? And we did have a crazy duration of time together that made me into the person that I am too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't, I always will appreciate that time of my life and the memories that we made and moving out together for the first time and doing all these things and then having a kid for the first time, and we both had to learn that. And it's things that I would never take back and I wouldn't change. And even how we broke up, I wouldn't change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that takes a lot of strength to be able to hold a lot of emotions back and not share a lot of what you're going through and a lot of hurt that, you experienced, and to just focus on, growing and the future and everything else. So I tip my hat to you.
Thank you. And I will say, still working on our co-parenting relationship. I think that everybody should understand that your kid needs both of you guys to be on the same page and to be working, or else that's just the best that your kid's going to be.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't talking, you guys aren't communicating, you guys aren't on the same plan, it's not good for your kid. Your kid needs both parents and needs both parents to be happy.
Yeah. Did you learn a little bit of that from me and Catherine, or?
I went through that before you and Catherine. So I learned it. And I didn't learn it right away. It took, like I said, it took time for me to sit back and sit with it and grow and elevate and be in a different place in life. And where I'm at now, and me having my daughter, 50-50 custody and working out everything, I'm just in a great place. Like I said, I always love her. Yeah. I always love Soul's mom for Solene and all that type of stuff. So
yeah, you brought up the co-parenting. How is that for you? Because I know, there's times where I hit you up to hang out and get the kids together, but you don't have Soul.
Yeah, obviously that's
so for the people that don't know,
we'll co-parenting. We have a 50-50 schedule, and so I have Solene, our 4-year-old, my beautiful princess, who literally is my greatest
Uncle loves you, Solene.
Ever.
I love you.
Yeah, we share her, which obviously is tough for me too, because it's like I'm not a weekend dad.
Yeah.
Right, I'm a 50-50 dad, and even that's not enough for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's the struggle, and that's the part that is never going to get easier. It just is what it is. But I think that anyone in my position just has to give it their all as a parent and be as present as possible while they have their kid, and make those time count, because it's all going to matter. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like how you said, I'm happy that it happened with her mom when it did, because she's not going to remember us even being together. Yeah. She's not going to remember any of that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So as long as we both are in good places and we're happy and we're working everything out, then Soul's going to be just fine.
100%.
Now, at least to my position now, where I am in a very happy relationship with my girl, Sophia, that most of you guys watching know. And we just had my second daughter, Saya Blue Mcbroom, who was just born on Halloween, like we said. And I am so happy in my relationship, and just happy in general, and it elevated me as a man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I think Sophia elevated you as a man.
Oh, real shit.
Yeah.
Because
Sophia, if you're watching this podcast, you were perfect, and you were what my brother needed.
Yeah, I needed that.
You came in and You changed this man's life.
I think that when I was single, I was never single before, right? Like I was never single and had any type of like clout or followers or any type of motion.
Yeah.
By myself. I was always in a relationship.
Yeah.
I could have been popping on social media, but if I was popping, you knew of me because of my relationship,
100%.
because of my girl, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So now popping out as a single person for the first time around other peers that were also got motion.
Yeah.
I got lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
I was like, this life is different.
Yeah.
This life, I didn't know y'all were living like this. Like, to be honest, it was crazy. The motion, things you got going on, the girls, I got lost in it, and it just ate me up and chewed me and swallowed me and threw it back up. Yeah. And I didn't I really lost myself for real. And I was doing things that weren't happy. I was pouring into people and I wasn't getting nothing back and exchanging energies.
You're trying to find yourself. I think that's normal though when you go through
No, because I never went through a crazy hoe stage ever in my life. I never went through anything like that where I was just like reckless. I never went through anything until I was
when you were little in high school, you were a problem.
I was 16. I was 15 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
But I was going to say it's normal. I feel like it's normal whenever you go through a breakup in a long relationship, it's normal to, find yourself, experience new things, kind of wild out a little bit because, you were just in a long relationship. So I feel like, it does happen. It ain't like something crazy that, you know what I mean?
So to sum it up, though, I was just reckless, running the streets. I was making all this money with I was just living reckless. Yeah. And then I found Sophia, and Sophia just was the type of person who literally made me be like, yo, you're wildin'. And I almost lost her because I almost didn't want to get out of that lifestyle. Yeah. So she made me literally want to be like, yo, you want to just be running around, worrying about all these bitches, doing this, doing that, like trying to be that guy, like, or do you want someone who's truly going to take you to the next level? Bear your children, support you, love you, and have like a true best friend. Me and Sophia are really best friends. Like really, people say they are, but we really best friends. Like she knows just as much as literally anybody in my life, like just as much as you, just as much as anybody. And she made me change my ways. And once I changed my ways and I really was like, I'm locking in with this person, I'm devoting myself, I'm changing myself, I'm maturing, I'm becoming disciplined.
Let's give Sophia a round of applause for saving my little brother.
She got that gas. That gas got me in line.
Real gas got you a baby real quick.
The gas got me a baby expedited. Okay? So, again, now we're here and it elevated me to a different level. And she's a big reason why me even getting into the contracts that we got. Yeah. Me getting to the place I'm at with my community, it would never even have happened without Sophia getting my mental and my heart right.
So how is that co-parenting with Sophia? How is she with Soline?
Oh, she's so good with Soline, bro. And that was a big thing for me because I was single before Sophia for like 3 years, some shit like that. And there's not been one girl to meet my kid. Not one. Not one girl has met my kid besides Sophia. And obviously, so that takes Sol is, now Sol and Saya, but Soline, before Saya was here, was like the pride of my life by a milestone. Yeah. Right. I mean, I don't play about that. I don't play about my daughter. I don't like people meeting her, being around people and just wondering and getting close to people. I don't like that. So I knew Sophia was the right fit and made me comfortable enough to introduce them. And once I did, I never looked back because Sophia truly, truly loves Soline, and Soline truly, truly loves Sophia.
Yeah, she's great with.
And Sophia also respects me as a father, respects her mom as a mom. Yeah, and she doesn't like try to be her mom. Yeah, but she also
knows her place.
But she's also not a friend anymore. Like I birthed your sister. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. Yeah. And Soline is like, loves every part of it. Like Soline has a great relationship with Sophia, and I'm so thankful for that. And that's like one of the biggest things for me is like when you see someone else truly put time into your kid and love your kid, and it's not your kid. It's not their kid, and they're doing that. Yeah, it hits us like it's the best thing someone could do for you, truly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's basically a little bit of that, a little bit of the breakup, and then a little bit of my current situation. Now I'm father of two.
So with my co-parenting situation, which is to me the most important thing now, right, is to have the best co-parenting that I possibly can have with Catherine.
For the kids,
is really a blessing. Like, I cannot be more thankful that her and I have been on the same page with our kids because, after a breakup or during a breakup, like, you never know how one can feel, how one can act. and things usually do get messy. But like I said, we've always kept our kids first, and you know, we get to see her. It's a blessing because we get to see our kids every day. Like we don't have, you know, normally like your situation, you have a schedule with your kids.
Mm-hmm.
But with her and I, we get to see our kids every day. She lives down the street from me, I think like 5 minutes, 7 minutes the most. You know, her and I are in communication every day about our kids. You know, either I'm taking them to school and picking them up, or she's taking them to school and picking them up. We switch off. We switch off nights. Like, we see them every day, and it's really neat to see them experience life with me now, you know, and what I have going on, and them get to experience life with her, what she has going on. And then we still get to come together as like a family dynamic. I think that's the most important thing that we've done as separated parents, is still attempt to come together and give our kids that family dynamic, because I think that's one of the most important things you can do.
No,
You know
for
what
sure.
I mean? To still see their parents, you know, communicate, laugh together, be friends, and have no hate towards each other. So I'm very blessed, and I thank God every day that her and I have been on the same page with that.
And I mean, I'm proud of both of you guys, you and Catherine, and getting to that place. Like, you guys being in that place and doing that, it's just nice to see. And I love it for, you know, my nieces and nephew.
Yeah.
So now, fuck.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Now,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to end the podcast.
Now to Catherine's post on Instagram. Let's talk about it. Let's get right to it.
Let me get up real quick.
What are you doing?
When things could get messy.
We're talking about the picture on Instagram.
When things could get messy, we gotta clean it up.
What the fuck? So you don't want to talk about it? So you know what happens if you don't want to talk about it?
You see what that?
No.
You see what that is?
Yeah, that you're just.
What does it mean?
It's just indicating that something's messy.
What does that mean? What does that say?
It's a McDonald's bag with the broom, Mcbroom. Haha, that shit's ass. So now.
No, I'm serious.
No.
We're gonna use this. When
Okay.
things can get messy, we're gonna sweep it up.
This is okay. So, all right, do you want to talk about it or not? Because you know what we do. We don't want to talk about it. When somebody is opting not to talk about something, they're relying it on the chance. Sit down. You're in my camera, Buster. If someone is trying not to speak about something, there's only one way out of it. And if you look way back in the back behind us, there is a basketball court back there. You have to shoot a 3-pointer from the top. From the top. If you make it, you have the decision. You have the choice to not speak on it. If you miss it, you have to speak on it. So are you ready to go back there and do it?
Yeah, I'm going.
Go ahead. I'm watching from right here.
About to make this shit.
This kid still has NBA dreams, and it's fucking sad. You guys don't know about that, but he still talks about just trying out for the Lakers, and he's 34. Shit crazy. You got it, bro. Did he say this is for?
Let me do it again.
No, hell no. He was trying out for the Lakers and got a strap like that. That shit's crazy. Come on, man. You're not gonna get away from it. They want to know. We all want to know that. Again, can I just ask the question and you just answer it, like, and don't go off topic, please? Because we're
smashing the Snapchat.
Oh, I'm sorry, Snapchat. Because we're getting ready to end the pod, so we need to. This is the last thing we're going to talk about right now, and they really need to know this. This is part of the breakup category. So Catherine had recently uploaded an image on Instagram of her and her new man. Right, this is her new man, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what was that like for you? People have a whole lot of questions. People want to know, who is this guy? Do you know this guy? How long has this guy been in the picture?
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Damn.
So don't get away from it.
I get it.
Don't get away from it.
Let me get situated, man.
How about let's just start with boom. Instagram picture is uploaded. What happened?
You want to know, like,
Where were you when
the truth?
Where were you when?
Want my honest answer?
Just where? First, start with where were you? Where were you when the picture was uploaded and you saw it?
I was with my kids at Sky Zone. Okay.
And were you aware that this picture was going to be uploaded?
I was not.
Okay.
But I will say, there was a lot going through my head. It's a lot. Sorry, guys, if you hear the damn dog barking. That's one thing about doing a podcast outside. We got some noises going on. But I was at Sky Zone. There was a lot going through my head when I seen it because I was playing with the kids. I was going down the slide.
Were you literally shocked?
Bro, I was going down the slide, right? I was going down the slides like, wee, my kids and shit, playing around. Then I was uploading content on Snap as I was playing. And then since her and I follow each other on Snapchat, you see like
the bubble
of people posting new content. I look and I'm like, is that who I think it is? She did it. She finally did it. She finally did it. There was a few things that were going through my head, right? One was she finally did it. When I say finally
did it means that you knew that something could be posted at any time, basically.
Correct. I knew of him way before anybody else knew about
it. For how long?
We're not going to speak about the timeline because the timeline's a timeline, right? But what I will say is people on the internet think when news breaks or when they find out, I find out. But the truth is, I already knew about him, and I've already met him a few times. Good guy. Seems like a great guy. And has a lot of respect for me, which I appreciate. Every time I see him, he shakes my hand. We acknowledge each other, which is very important because, you know, he is someone who is around my kids.
Which is very serious.
Yep. And, you know, I have daughters as well. You know, bringing another man around my daughters is tough for me, but I'm trusting
her judgment,
Catherine's judgment on, you know, bringing in the right person that can be around our kids. So I let her have that. That's not my place to speak on. Another reaction I had was, and I said, when I mean finally in a way of like, now I feel like I'm set free from the internet because ever since our separation, everyone kept saying how I was obsessed with her, how I won't leave her alone, how I want her back. And so once she posted that, now it gives me freedom to
post whatever you want.
To post whatever I want.
Even though when you do post something, the hate still gonna come no matter what.
No, because I would really hope from you guys that
you can hope all you want.
I get as much love and support that she has been getting, and I'm very, you know, happy that you guys are supporting her, and that's what she deserves. But I also hope when I find somebody that makes me happy, you guys are happy for me as well. That's what I hope one day. So again, finally in that terms, right, of her finally being able to do it, which ultimately was going to set me free. And then also, second, extremely happy for her. And extremely happy for him, right? Because that's a big deal for all parties involved, for me, for her, and for him. You know, now he's involved in a lot that went on, you know, previously before him. And that's tough. That's not easy to do. You know what I mean? So now he has to deal with, you know, people not knowing him and giving their opinions about him.
And that's a whole thing on its own.
That's a whole thing about its own. So again, I was really, really happy for her that she found someone that she can connect with on her level. Sorry, guys, I got all this hair from.
Are you getting hot flashes? This nigga's old as hell.
It's a lot. It's a lot for me right now.
You get emotional.
Chill. So again, finally, I was extremely happy for her, and I appreciate, you know, everyone's support for her. That was like my three biggest things. Was like, you know, I really hope that people can support her through this process because we're both going through something new together. You know what I mean? Like, she's, you know, she has a new man. I'm still trying to figure out me and, you know, trying to find my happiness and everything else. So, yeah, so that's really like my reaction to the whole thing. I already knew about it. You know, people were wanting me to be messy, but I already been known. He's been to my house. I've been over there, obviously.
He's been over here? He's been over here?
He's been over here. He's been over here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's been over here.
I didn't know that. I met him once.
Huh?
I met him once.
You met him?
But we didn't say anything. I went to pick up Solene from hanging out at Catherine's house with her cousins. She was over there for a little bit. And I noticed that he was there.
Yeah.
And I saw him because I know kind of what he looked like.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be weird. And I didn't want, you know what I didn't want? I didn't want Catherine to feel like I was being that brother that's like protective and shit. And kind of being like, who is this dude? You could get around my niece and nephew. You know what I mean? I didn't want her to feel like I was being weird or disrespectful. So I kind of just like super like, you know, kind of like, oh, I was so, I gotta give a hug and laugh, whatever. But from the energy, he did look up, and when everybody like waved by, he waved by and stuff like that. Is he foreign or something? Does he speak English?
I think he's learning. I don't know like much like personal shit about him, other than like what the internet has dug up.
Oh, okay. But they do look like they match each other's energy.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
And like I said, you guys know more than me. The internet is better than private investigators. I'll tell you that, because
have they already been finding all type of shit?
They've been digging up all type of shit that I'm like
found his whole fucking 8th and 8th grade and shit. That shit's crazy, bro. But that's why like back to how it's tough and that for Catherine, you know, you're in that position when like, how I was with Sophia, where I was almost scared to put Sophia on social media because I did not want that to taint the relationship. And you know how easy it is when social media comes into play.
Yeah,
that's why everyone's like, I keep my relationship in the dark so I can have peace. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which is really valid. Yeah. Because if it's not in the light, you'll be so much more peaceful without everybody in your space.
I thought,
you know what I'm saying?
I thought that when she posted him, I didn't think that she was gonna do it in the way that she did it. I thought it was gonna be like more low key, or I thought maybe she was gonna keep it private. But I think because, you know, they've been around each other for so long that someone else.
What you mean by that?
That someone else was gonna.
No. What you mean by they've been around each other for so long?
No, I'm saying since they've been having a relationship, that I thought.
You said so long.
Can you let me finish?
Okay.
I could give him these hairs, bro. We can't be having these blankets around.
This production is crazy.
Damn. But I felt, or she probably felt, that someone else was gonna like leak her own news, and that wouldn't have been a good feeling. You know what I mean?
No, she wanted to be able to control.
Yeah, 100%. So again, I respect her in the way that she did it, because she just went head on first.
Yeah.
And I know I wouldn't have the balls to do that. Like, I know moving forward, anybody that I'm with or talking to, that I'm gonna keep it private, and that's just my decision. I don't need no.
So you're never.
I don't need no outside voices.
So,
you get it.
so you're never gonna be on social media again with as a couple with anybody.
As of right now, no. I won't share that with anybody. Obviously, people will see me, you know, hang out with the opposite gender, right? Like, I think I'm allowed to.
So you think you'll get leaked for going on dates and shit?
Yeah, I think I'm allowed to have friends at this point. I hope you guys would at least allow me to have friends and to, you know, date.
You're a grown man. You should definitely be able to do that.
I appreciate that, but I just hope from you guys that you can give me that same respect and that support that you've been giving Catherine, because I think that's really important for anybody trying to move on and trying to be happy too. Like, just as much as she deserves to be happy, I deserve to be happy.
You do. And I am very happy for Catherine. Catherine, I'm very happy for you. And just know that even, you know, I'm so happy that you guys have a great relationship and you guys are cordial. But even if you weren't fucking with this guy for whatever reason, I still would have so much love and respect for you, because you mothering my nieces and my nephew and being a part of my life and a part of our family for years. I always have love and respect for you, and I'm very happy for you and your new relationship. And I'm happy that you two guys have a great relationship for the kids.
Yeah, and I'm sure, like, moving forward, I'm sure that we're gonna all, you know, hopefully be able to hang out just like, you know, our mom and dad does. You know, like I want her to feel comfortable enough where she can bring him around, and it's not gonna feel weird, or I'm not gonna judge her or whatever she may feel. And like, I hope we can just all get together and be cool. Like, there's no animosity. Like, you know, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? There's no reason for us to be bitter about it or to be mad at each other. Like,
so the real tea is that there's not that much tea right there.
It's not that much tea.
It's just normal life of people moving on, families becoming
I will
different.
say one thing, though, that is tough for me is that, you know, and again, this is just my own opinion. You know, everyone else in the world wants to give their own opinion. But for me, because I do have 3 kids involved and I have 2 daughters, that is just important. It's important to me to know that, like, he's safe. You know what I mean? Like, he's a safe person for my kids to be around.
Every parent should agree and know that's valid.
Yeah. Like, if he's going to be, you know, around my kids as much as he is, I'm praying, I'm hoping that he loves my kids like his own. I don't think he has kids. So I don't see a reason why he wouldn't.
All right,
I don't want to sit down and have that talk with him. You know what I mean? Like,
talk with him.
I don't want to sit there and, you know, be a asshole for no reason. I don't want to sit down and be like, listen, bro, like, my kids are my life, and if anything happens, like, it won't be good for you. Like, I don't want to have that conversation, and I hope I never will. But that does cross my mind, bro. Like, that does cross my mind. You know what I mean? Because, again, my kids are my life, bro. Like, I can cry right now.
Don't do it.
Like, I can cry because
Don't.
I am where I am because of them. You know what I mean?
All right.
And, yeah, I would lose my mind if something were to happen to them in any capacity. So, again, yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Well, since the tears are coming, it's time to clap it up for our first episode on the pod.
We made it with the tears? That's crazy. Can I get myself back?
We're ending it.
Hey, they just came out crazy. That's how you know it's heavy on my heart.
Hey, episode 1 of the pod has came to an end, man, and I'm very happy with it, and very excited. It took a long time for us to even get to us doing this, and a lot of talking and scheduling and people getting involved and investing and all type of stuff. And I'm excited to be here with you.
Yeah,
and I know that we have a lot to look forward to. We have guests.
I think us being able to do this is huge, and you know, we've been getting closer and closer each and every year. And I wouldn't want to do this podcast with nobody else. You know me better than anybody else. I know you better than anybody else, and you're also entertainment. So it ain't just me this time. It's also you. You got just as much haters, maybe more than I do. So let's bring them in.
No, let's not. Let's bring them in. Let's all the haters get in here.
I'll come in
Fuck
here.
this guy.
Everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome. We love you all, and hope you guys all enjoyed our podcast. Please, 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 again, don't judge us too hard.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
That shit feels weird.
We're back on YouTube type shit.
The last thing I will say is make sure you guys comment below on who you guys want us to bring on as guests. Catherine, if you want to come on the podcast, you're more than welcome. I'm sure she'll be down. That'd be dope.
Hey.
What?
Her and her man.
Okay.
You
doing a lot.
That's off?
You're doing a lot.
That's not off.
We'll get to that. But definitely Catherine. I think it'll be dope. We've always wanted to do a podcast together, but we never got a chance to.
Maybe not in these circumstances.
I
might be cooked.
But I think she would want to be able to. I'm sharing my own experiences in my life. Like, why wouldn't she want to share hers?
I feel it, man. Well, we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next episode of Outside Voices.